Hey everybody, welcome back to Path of Exile. We're in the end game now. We ended the last recording session here in the Sarn encampment. I think we were trying to PvP, which, is it here?
What is it?
It's kind of in midday right now, and there seems to be a lot of people in the area at least. So maybe we'll be able to find a... we can only join one at a time. Can we join this one? This one? I'm just thinking maybe we could do some PvP now that there's probably more people online this time of the day. 3v3 capture the flag. I don't really want to do that. Because I don't know what that's going to entail. Capture the flag. Let's try for 3v3 again. See if we can get carried. I don't know if PvP is a popular mode in this game or not. We'll give it, let's give it a minute here at the start of the episode. I suppose I could have waited around and then started the episode when the PvP queued, but this will give some time to talk here. I think I mentioned last episode that we were going to go down from an hour-long episodes to 30-minute, which we are going to do, but we're not going to hold ourselves to 30 minutes. It's going to be anywhere between 30 and 45 minutes. Just whatever we can end at a natural starting point after 30 minutes we'll do. So it's kind of like a compromise to keep the episodes kind of long. Because this game is a bit more involved than, say, Ori or Undertale. Yeah, there's just a lot more stuff to do here. So we still want to keep them long, but I would love to get the editing time down on these a little bit. And, you know, we're not really rushed to see content anymore. We're just farming the end game now. This will buy me time to get the hardcore character leveled up, too. I don't think this PvP thing's going to happen. People might just not PvP in this game. This is cool. Level 92 back zombie thing. I guess we'll go to the hideout and do some maps then. It's the best I can think of doing. There's some pretty good Grinding Gear games post on the Steam community this week. One was kind of breaking down how unique items are... Well, what I took away from the article was that unique items are better than I was giving them credit for the last couple episodes. You just have to be able to interpret which ones are good. They're not slap you in the face good if you don't know what you're looking for. So you kind of have to sift through it and figure out what's going to work with your build. It's my understanding anyway. We're back to kind of trying to figure the map device out. I think we'll try something to do with Atlas here. I thought we had to... We got the bonus there. Are we trying to get bonuses? I don't know. Let's try the wharf map again. If we had one. Well, let's just do beach then. Can we put multiple ones in there? I mean, it kind of looks like we can, right? And I guess we can do Einhar. Does that work? I mean, it kind of looked like it did, but maybe you can't. Can't do all four. Understandable. That did work. Probably should have done some research. It's been a couple days since we played this. There's enough time to do research on what we should be doing here. Did not do. It's fine. It's all going to become apparent here eventually. Exactly what we're doing. I'm into figuring things out on my own. I will... Ooh, it's a bit of a lag spike there. At the same time, I'm not, not willing to look up stuff if I have to. Let's get our zombies up. Or our Golem and... What's this called? Holy Relic? We can have 7 zombies now. So the magic number is 5357. 357. I'm not sure we did this one. The beach. Doesn't feel like we did. But maybe we did. I'm gonna turn the volume down just a little bit for me.
Oh, that was a juicy one, Exile.
Super loud. I mean, already it doesn't feel nearly as bad as it was the first day we came in here. As far as the difficulty. We might want to try to utilize this physical damage resistance bubble. Is that a corrupted zone behind us? It kind of looked like it was. We'll head back and get that here in a second. A festival mask, huh? So now we need to look at this and see what it gives us. 23 dexterity, that's not what we want. You and nearby allies gain 15% increased damage. That's probably good if you've got a lot of people that you play with, which we typically don't. Players have elemental equilibrium. See, I don't know what that means. Well, I guess we could look it up. We're going to learn, guys. One day at a time. Elemental equilibrium. It's a difficult spell there. Okay. Is a keystone passive skill which charges the resistance of any monster you hit with elemental damage, increasing resistances to that element you hit with by 25%, but reducing other elemental resistances. So basically by swapping resistances that you're hitting the targets with, they take more damage. But if you do repeated damage of the same element, they take less damage. Cursed with Enfeeble. Well, let's see what Enfeeble is. See, I'm okay with looking up this kind of stuff. I mean, we're never going to be able to figure this out on our own, I don't think. Let's see. Path of Exile on Gamepedia. Lowering their damage, accuracy, and critical strike. It does not reduce the amount of accuracy of reflected damage. Because Reflect is not based on a defender's stats. The Enfeeble is an intelligence gem. Okay, so it is a skill that we can have. 300% critical strike, 30% chance to... I don't know if this is timed. The map in general, it doesn't feel like it. We don't feel rushed. 30%, 7% chance to monster critical strike multiplier. Not sure what the difference is between chance and multiplier. Monsters deal 84% extra physical damage as fire. Area contains 2 unique bosses. Okay. Non-items have a 7% chance to drop corrupted in area. Area contains 6 additional pack of corrupted Val monsters. 70% increased quantity of items found in this area. Okay. So we learned what elemental equilibrium was, what enfeeble was, and it's probably not going to help us, but we're we're wiser nonetheless. Not better, just wiser. Let's minimize our browser so we can see our second monitor here. Taking a lot of damage. Too much damage. Probably too much damage. Go hide up. Oh, was that guy? Hit us with that large spike there? Okay, we're going right back in. Let's. Our stone golem didn't last very long there. We need more specters as well. 357. That looked great. Had a lot of loot drop, but I mean we're so kind of squishy, really, and we focused on defense. We'll get stronger in time. Pick up all this loots. But see where the edge is kind of taken off when you're not playing hardcore. And I hate to harp on this. If anybody's been watching this series all the way through, you've probably heard me talk about this too many times. It just doesn't feel like... Well... I mean, so like, what's the penalty for that? Yeah, we got to go back in, and it's kind of bad. I always feel like games have like a hidden thing that says, okay, well, you died, you know, X amount of time in this area, so therefore you're not eligible for a certain piece of loot. Man, that hit us so hard. I didn't expect that one swing to kill us like that. I mean, I guess fireball to the face. You see, we might have... you know, we're going to finish this, though. We might die a bunch. We're going to do it anyway. They can be beaten. Oh, yeah, that's right. They do 78% fire damage on physical attacks. Which I don't think that's what they're doing, but... That was tough. Oops. So we're going to have to come in here on hardcore after getting through the main campaign and do, you know, do the quest, and we're not going to be able to do it at level 72. We're going to have to farm levels, I think, which is okay. Am I missing something? I'm missing a mob here. It's 357? What am I missing? It's not the skeletons. Am I just being dumb here? Maybe I'm being dumb. I mean, we don't have our... It's because we don't have our Guardian? I didn't think the Guardian was counted in that, but... Maybe it was. In the 357 roll. Okay, we're just going to pick up all this loot and die, right? I knew we were dying there. I just didn't realize we were going to die that quickly. No, there's no common items either. It's kind of a shame. So we probably need to be more mobile than we are in order to die less. Like, what even is this? It doesn't seem to be doing damage. Well, yeah. Saying that. Oh, man. Get zombies up, I guess? Keep moving? I'm not gonna say... Oh, goodness. We're in over our heads a little bit here. No. I mean, we are gonna win this, so we're not backing out. We will clear this. We just need our rock column up, that's all. Did we get him? We got him. Just a piece of Guardian, alright. Let's get our zombies up. Yeah, that looks right. Resistances, sure. Diamond Shrine. I mean, it's so much damage, man. I'll have to check the level on this. What, 69, 72. I mean, so maybe it's less about level. Because I have a feeling this stuff does scale with your level. And more about our gear. And our build. Probably a mix of a lot of things. Well, this might be the whole episode is dying many times in here trying to finish this. We're pot committed now, though, guys. What else do we want? We need that. We need that. We need specters. And just picking on the outside here. Let's save that part for later. Just pick on this solo guy over here. We need to probably start treating the mobs a little bit more respect, right? Instead of just running into big packs. And no zombies survive there. Because right now everything's kind of a threat to us. It probably will be for the at least immediate future. Okay. And we know there's... Yep, there's one there. There. Right? Well, let's take out this guy. Okay, we got him to about half. Oh, keep going. I don't know why the golem comes... I think we just run here and let... Okay. That was a tough one. That was a tough one, but we got it. Let's read this here. I had nothing, I was nothing. I sold my flesh to survive. Today my flesh belongs to my queen. I feel like we've read that, but maybe not. Do we want this stuff? I don't think we do. I guess mission success? Well, there, kinda. We had to die like 1,000 times to get it done, but we did get it done. Now we can finish the rest of the map. Am I missing specters? Yeah. What else am I missing? I can't believe skeletons was part of that. I feel like I'm missing something. Skeletons is part of the 5? That just doesn't feel right to me. Oh, Guardian is the 5th one. We don't have a Guardian up. Okay. I got it, guys. I'm going to have to pause the episode here for 1 second. But I'll be right back right here. Hey, we're back. Sorry about that. I had to take a quick break there. In between the break, though, I did happen to look up what the penalty was for dying, because I happened to notice that our XP was only 1%. I was thinking in my mind we had to be close to leveling, but sure enough, we're not even anywhere close. So it turns out when you die when you get to maps, you lose 10% of your XP, which doesn't seem like a lot, but I guess when you get closer to to level 100, 10% is actually quite a lot. Like, it could be a week's worth of XP. More days. It's just a lot of XP. So that's the penalty for dying, which actually makes more sense now. You can't go below or de-level by dying, so that's the plus side. But yeah, so that's the incentive for not dying. The other thing I looked up was the path scaling for maps. These maps don't actually scale with levels, so 68 is the cap for this level. It just happens to be right around our level range. In fact, I don't think any of the zones scale. It's all preset. And that's the only other useful information I really have. So now we have a little bit more of an incentive to try to not die, I guess, which is good. Not the end of the world if we do die, though. And our goal is to get to map 168, I think? And level, higher than level... Well, level 100 would be good, I suppose. That's ultimately the goal. But one step at a time. Let's try to get out of level 72. Lost all of our zombies here. And this is why I think Ironheart's really good. It's just going to do more damage for us here. Sadly, I only think you get one per day. We might have to rethink our build here between this episode and the next episode, which is probably what I'll do between this episode and next, is take a look at our gear, see everything we picked up, and look at our enchants, look at our gems, and maybe even look at our build too. Not that I'm too worried about losing 10% of my XP, but I guess we have a new goal for this playthrough. And that is get to level 100 and get to 168. And it actually has some kind of limitation by reducing our XP. Now, I still want to play the hardcore character, but maybe our focus will be on this rather than... Well, I don't know. We'll just see what happens. For now, let's try to get as far as we can with the maps, I guess. Just focus on that. I wonder if this recipe is going to be new. I assume it's going to be, but... An arena, huh? Lightning damage ring 3. Okay, so our goal is to kill Glace without dying. Doesn't seem to be doing a lot of... well, I thought we had died there. That was just beach complete. That's the first time we've seen that. A complete message. I don't know if that was something we should have been seeing. One of these league scene things. I don't know what they're called. I really wish I could hide this box here. It's not super in the way, but
I know that was a hunt you will not soon forget. You're welcome.
I don't really want any of that stuff. Alright, so we lost Einhar, which is not good. And we know these seams are actually quite difficult when the end part. I gained 7577 master points? Are master points... What are master points? Are those like map points? Hard to say. Yeah, I feel like that could kill us there. We just have to be more aware now. There's something on the line now. Bile Sting, huh? Dirt Chew. I don't like when you move, when you reposition yourself, that the minions stop attacking, but... I mean, I guess they kind of have to. It's not really... I mean, they can't be smart and dumb at the same time. That makes any sense. I think we got it there. And something should have popped out of the ground there for us to loot, but it doesn't look like it did. So I followed that the wrong way? Maybe you don't get it if you fail to do something in a certain period of time? I'm not sure. So the XP isn't terribly slow right now. Because we're still, you know, we still got 30 levels to go. Or 28 to be exact. Not fast by any means, but if we die, it's going to take forever. I think that's it for her, actually. Yeah, that's about it. Let's teleport out. I'd call that a success. Suppose we could try to do one more map here. Just take it real slow and try to not die. And then before we come back to next episode, I will sort through my gear and my gems and stuff and try to make sure we're not completely derping through this. We will definitely be doing some derping, for sure. You can count on that. I mean, there's kind of no point in doing maps if we're not going to evaluate the gear that we get from them. I mean, immediately looking at this... 8% increased rarity of items found. Lightning resistance, cold resistance. Oh, I love the resistance on it. Excuse me. I don't think the corrupted is what we want, though.
Greetings.
I don't know.
Hello.
This is something I'm going to have to figure out between now and next episode, too, is kind of how better to judge gear. As I just can't tell. Oh, we want to keep this mask. I guess we do.
Keep your life to
Probably.
your own.
Yeah, we'll just throw all this in here. I think we're getting to the point where... Well, actually, I don't know if we have all the gems all uncovered. We probably do. We're probably not going to find anything new. But we might. Just throw those in there. 24% increased movement speed during flask. Do we put movement speed on? No, I think we want to put movement speed on here too. We just picked that up last episode, I think. We got rank 3, I thought. Cost 4 of those to put on, and we can't remove it. So I guess we're stuck with it. Do we want... I kind of feel like maybe we want more movement speed during our movement speed flask. Yeah, we're going to do that. I'll put this in here. And we'll sell the rest to Elena, I guess. We'll try to do one more. Whoa. Try to do one more map. Laboratory? I guess none of this really matters because it's not really going to help us get through it, so let's just not do anything. I feel like we don't want to spend that currency yet. So let's just do it. Oh, and I found out why there's so many portals. That's the other penalty, right? So when you're doing maps, if you're dying a bunch, you only get so many deaths per map. You can't just graveyard rush the map devices or the map that you're on. So it's like a life count, kind of, which is cool. I like the idea. Give you some leniency, and you still got to take the death penalty, the 10% death penalty. But you can't just rush it forever. You have to be somewhat methodical. Pleased or unhappy to inform everyone? Energy shield rank 1. I don't think we can pick up old recipes, so I think all these are new. What's the... Okay, so 69 for the laboratory. Or the laboratory. People are annoyed by the way I pronounce that. So Tane is in here. Do we want to do a Tane event? We can't do one. Don't have the parts for it. Get our Guardian up. I mean, we have a ton of open gem slots right now, so I'm sure we can improve our build, or at least our gear loadout. Maybe not our build. I'm not really sure even how to go about that. How to go about that without just looking up somebody's build, and I don't really want to do that. I've kind of done it already. You know, when we were like level 30 or 40 or something, I kind of saw what people were aiming for when they played Witch, and there's a lot of defensive points people put up, so we just tried to follow that philosophy. And they seem to, one of the builds I was looking at seemed to value the gem slots, so we kind of did that as well. Don't know if that's good, but okay, a lever and a portal. That takes us back out front. So it looks like we're gonna have to pop all these levers and then pop the middle one. Opulent. Do we have 2 of those now? That's Tane, I think. Well, this place doesn't seem as bad as the beach so far.
Everything dies.
Show Tani the samples, yeah. I don't really want to be honest. Don't really want to show Tani the samples. We'll probably want to spend our some of our currencies too. I'm sure our gear isn't very good, and we'll kind of be wasting it. But I mean, I want to try to avoid dying a little bit more now. It's not the end of the world if we die, but at the same time, we don't want to be stuck on level 72 for eternity. Is everything up? Well, it looks like our... Whoops. We don't have specters up. Let's get those up. We need zombies, and we also need our guardian. The guardian? Yeah, you can use the dagger. I kind of forgot why my bindings were there for a second. Okay. So I wonder if there's going to be a boss at the end of this this route. I'll say this: the mobs don't seem too bad in here, though. Like, we could potentially farm this for XP. We're moving kind of slow too, but probably slower than I really like to. So, you know, armed with the knowledge that we have now, I'd say the fact that anybody was level 100 on hardcore in the short amount of time that they got it in is actually even more impressive now. Well, no, I guess they don't suffer the XP penalty. But I think the XP comes a lot slower at later levels. That's what I've been told anyway. I don't know how much that is. I mean, I don't think they would do like a week's worth of XP for a, you know, like an average player, but maybe. We're gonna find out though when we get there, because we've committed to not dying anymore. I guess we want to go this way now. It's probably where the last one's at. Just kidding, only kidding. I'll look up here real quick. It's not going to be up here, but we bit off more than we could chew there. Okay, it wasn't too bad. In fact, that wasn't bad at all. We'll go ahead and, I guess we'll just clear it all out. So it looks like this episode is going to wind up being an hour, which is okay. We're not opposed to it. Actually, might wind up being more than an hour. It's kind of ironic. We just, lighter episodes if we can, but we want to be consistent, or have a good stopping point too. Oh, it's got to be down this way, right? And it's not a huge deal to edit longer episodes. Just ties up my computer significantly longer. Okay, that was more than we could chew, for sure. Yeah, I knew I was going to regret going down that way and aggroing those mobs. It's pretty bad in hindsight, but we did it. Most of our minions are dead now. Definitely more defensive. That's how we need to play. Moving forward here. We know it's not this way, but we're going to clear it out anyway. One shy, 357. It's probably not our fire. See, we can, for the most part, just sit back here and throw these homing missiles out. You gotta look out for people jumping in, though. I suppose that's the biggest threat. Wow, there's other threats too. AoE is probably our biggest enemy. And since we don't have the movement speed, we can't really reliably move out of it, except for our... Well, I don't know. We got charge. I mean, charge is pretty low cooldown. Blink is kind of a long cooldown for dodging AoE. You just dodge right into more AoE and then be stuck. So you should probably get used to hitting charge instead. Is there a guardian heal when we pick up... Keep picking up that belt for some reason. Yeah. Massive Void Remnant. Okay, that was probably it for the switch, yeah. Alright. Well, let's open this chest because we're standing right by it. Might as well. One last lever. Well, it's kind of good that all those summon because we need zombies, so. And we need specters. Oops. Okay, more? I'm starting to get the idea of the game. It's not wildly different from other games. I think I was getting a little bit relaxed in what we could and couldn't do. Or what mattered, right? I mean, losing 10% XP is at least a penalty. Did he run? Kind of looked like he did. Yep. It's every 20%? Kind of look like? Yeah, every 20%. We have no minions. This is the part I hate about the minion build. And bosses is... Our zombies just aren't really good at surviving. Probably need to pick up a healing skill. You know, like it. I wasn't even standing in that, guys. Honest. Oh, that's oof. I see what's happened there. That almost caught us. You see, it was filling up the whole room. Yeah, so that's kind of like an rage timer. Yeah. Okay. So it looks like you want to bait that to the outside. It's important to learn this stuff because we'll probably be having to come in here again. A Val Pyramid map and a Harbinger bow. And then just take her pick, I guess. Well, no, now I probably just want to head out, and I guess that's it. Alright guys, we learned a little bit this episode. It's good. I think we'll get better, and coming back to next episode I'll be sure to have our gear a little bit better sorted out and our gems sorted out. But if you like the video, as usual, go ahead and drop us a like. If you like me, subscribe to the Unusual MaW for more content. And we'll see you guys in the next episode of Path of Exile. Till then, take care guys. We'll see you next time.